Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me here once again in Transport Fever 2, overlooking what is the magnificent passenger hub in our central city of Ajaxima. A station rather magnificently called, if I can... Ooh, there it is, getting close. Ajaxima Maxima. Full of busyness going on here. Now we do have actually... Well, no, I put it another way. I have planned that we could do quite a lot in today's episode. I have a suspicion that I won't get half of it done, but I'm going to have a good crack at it, which means I'm going to have to be fairly quick about doing things, which any of you who've seen my previous videos will know, yeah, being quick about things isn't particularly my sort of particular value add in the YouTube content creator space. Gosh, did I actually just say that? I don't know. Anyway, cracking on, first off, I want to say hello again, and thank you to GG, also known as, oh, an aeroplane, also known as G George, for commenting on the last video, the last couple of videos actually, about bus routes and so on, making, as always, very valid and useful points about what we're doing with the game. And he asked, is it possible to have a town named Georgetown in his honour? And I was thinking to myself, yeah, we could do that. Now I do have, let's get the UI back. I do, oh no. Yeah, sorry. We'll get back to G George's town in a moment. Yerevan coal mine. I do wish it hadn't gone away. Where's Yerevan? Over here. That's UU, isn't it? Do we? Oh, I do. No. You would be handy actually. We've got a steel mill here, and we've got a goods factory here, which requires steel. We don't have ore anywhere close by here, do we? And do we? We've got more coal over here. Loads of coal over here. Ore. I'm not seeing much down this end of the map. Oh, there's a couple here around Baghdad. We could use that. We could. And I might then relocate. Because I think, as I just said, I do have the sandbox mod installed, which means I can move things around if need be. So we could actually build a new steel foundry, replace that one near Yerevan, which is a lovely sort of bayside area. It's got this little lake here between Yerevan and Turpan and Dien Bien Phu along the coast here. Yeah, we don't want a big old smoky steel foundry there, do we? No! I think we'd much rather have one here in the wilds, out here between Fukushima and Baghdad, or somewhere up here. I think that makes more sense. Okay, we're not going to worry about the coal mine. We'll let that one pass. Anyway, I was about to say, we do have the sandbox mode installed, which means I can add new industries if I need to. I can also, and I did suggest we might do this when we first started this Island Hub series, that as time goes on, I might think we could get new settlements on the map. There are open spaces still where we could put new settlements. Out here perhaps, or on one of these islands. Oh, down here, for example. Yes, in the forest we could have there. But what I might do is we do have one town still, and if I go to the town stats page, here it is, already sorted. We still have one town which has no connections at all as yet, and it just so happens to be Tbilisi, which happens to be the capital city, if I believe I'm correct in that. It's certainly a city I think it's the capital city of Georgia, which sounds a bit like George. So why don't we rename Tbilisi here to be Georgetown? Say thank you to G George for suggesting that and commenting and, well, watching and commenting on the videos. Now, we've changed the name to Tbilisi to Georgetown. There's going to be a couple of industries, I think, attached to Tbilisi. Here we are. No, that's the towns. I want the industry stats. Here we go. There'll be a couple linked to Tbilisi. They usually are. Yes, there are. Oh, it tells you there the Yerevan coal mine is closing down. That's handy. Yeah, because that notification disappears quite quickly. But yes, you can easily look it up here in the industry stats button. That's handy. Yeah, so we have got 2 locations, a food processing plant. Yeah, just outside Tbilisi. We could can I rename that here? No, but I can do it here. So you're going to be Georgetown. A bit like that. Makes that name very long indeed, but there you go. And also a forest, which is the other side of the water. I suppose it is closer to Tbilisi than any other city. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I suspect the game is a little bit random about how it names things. Shall I type this in properly? Georgetown, there we go. I think we spelt both of those correctly. Yes, seems to be. So I'm happy with that. So there we go. We will connect Georgetown in a future episode. I'm looking at the options for that. If you've got any thoughts about how we can connect Georgetown into our main passenger network, we'll deal with freight separately, but in terms of passengers, because the passengers do have to go into the hub at Ajaxima here, how can we get Georgetown connected in? I've got an idea. Why don't you give me, if you've got any, I'm sure you have, some suggestions for how we could do that. Right, now, got that done. I also want to look at DMBN Foo. We've been here a bit recently in the last couple of episodes. We've done all sorts of changes here, adding new cargo into the process, and we're finding, because I upgraded the trucks in the recent episode, so they're now quite big and quite fast. They've got 12. They carry 12, which is way more than we're getting in this truck stop. It carries food and tools potentially, mostly combat, but we've got too many trucks now, so we'll just get rid of a few of those. No, I want the truck. There you go, a truck. We'll sell you. How many have we got on this line? Oh, loads. Yeah, because they used to be slow, and we used to have loads and loads of combat in here. So I'll get rid of 3 of them and see if that helps. So I mean, the route is still profitable. Yeah, but the costs have gone up a lot as well. So yeah, that will do. So that is that job done. We also want to complete, we may do that in this episode. I hope we can. Is we've sent oil now into our chemical plant here near Rangpur. I'd like to get that connected into our goods factory up here. It's going to be a while before we can get the steel out there, as we've just discussed, in fact. Spooky. But if we can get the chemical plastics out there, then we can make money from that anyway, so that'll be good. And that should be quite a fun route, actually. So we'll look at doing that today. What else? Oh, Jakarta. We're getting more food. We did some rationalisation of the grain going into the food production plant here. So we're getting a lot of food on this train. It's only carrying 72. And the output from here is 200 and something. And the rate on this is 158. This could be larger. Yeah, so do we need a newer train? I think we're okay with this one, aren't we? How fast do you go? 50, which is about as fast as any of these trains can do. And you're only going up there. That's okay. I think just another wagon or 2, don't you? Yeah, so we'll manage this vehicle. We'll edit that. And these wagons are just the ordinary box cars. That's fine. And you're not the most powerful train though, are you? Which one are you? The JGR 462. So if we put another couple of box cars on here, which will be you. 1, 2. You're probably going to be very slow indeed. Which isn't a big issue for a relatively short route, but I'd like it to get there in reasonably good time. So what train options do we have? Oh, there you are, the 462. With the 8900 knuckle coupler. Which one are you? Oh, yours. Oh, there's a different. Oh my goodness, there's a choice of them, is there? Would you be that one? Possibly not. Or maybe it's run out of time. We'll go with the 8900 knuckle coupler. Which one are you? Oh, yours. Oh, there's a different. Oh my goodness, there's a choice of them, is there? Would you be that one? Possibly not. Or maybe it's run out of time. Or maybe it's Ah. Okay, so how powerful are you? And your power is 736. Oh, that is paltry, isn't it? So if we do this by power, and your power is, yeah, you're not really powerful, are you? You guys. 864 is a bit better. Or the Russian, you go slower. The Chinese, ooh, you're okay. Yeah, we'll replace that locomotive. It's not that old, but there you go. Oh, you got good now. Could we get more wagons on there? Oh, let's try it. Another wagon. We don't want them on that. We'll sort them by the ordinary order. Where's the box cut? Is that the box cut? There's the box cut. We'll add one more. Okay. So that's 108 capacity. You're 109 meters in length. That should be fine. And gosh. Oh, we're adding a new loco, aren't we? Which is why it's that much more expensive. So that's you done. We'll leave the next maintenance thing until we do our first big job. In the last couple of episodes, certainly in the last one if I remember correctly, I did make a comment about it's probably about time we rationalised our passenger hub here in terms of depot servicing and so on. Because at the moment we can get some trains, I think, onto passenger routes from our freight hub depot system up here. But that's an awkward arrangement of crisscrossy lines, and I don't particularly like crisscrossy lines. Yeah, I suppose they are genuinely how things are organised in the real world, but that's not how I like to roll with my rail, if you will. So I'm thinking we want a separate set of depots for our passenger routes. At the moment we've only got, apart from the freight hub connections, if any, we've only got this one remaining depot here, which again is just kind of in the way and unsightly. It's in the middle of town, so I want to move them outside of town, and it would be nice if we could complete all the track going through this station. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put in as much track as we can here. I think we're going to extend some of these shorter platforms because our trains are now getting longer and longer, as we will see once I've completed this. Is one other thing I want to do in terms of simple maintenance, which means I need longer platforms. So we're going to do that, and we're going to build all this out and add in a little a depot complex somewhere nearby. So I'm going to stop talking very shortly, head into a speed build segment and a little bit of soundtrack, which hopefully you'll enjoy just as much as me waffling on, and we'll get into redesigning but improving, rationalising Ajaxima Maxima. So I'll see you in a few minutes' time on the other side of this. Of switches and so on is possibly a little, yeah, unrealistic or erratic or not terribly good or efficient, but it should work. I'm getting no errors here, which is quite remarkable. But what I want to do, I think, is just check all our lines going in here, just these here, just the rail lines, and that is splendid. Everything appears to be working fine. Could do with some more alternate platforming here, but I think we will leave that for the moment. Actually, we've got alternates here between which ones are you? Fukushima and Baghdad. That's reasonable, I think. Erewhon, which is the one that looked like it might cause us problems, but I think I could fix that just by hang on, double slipping. What's going on here with Erewhon? Manila and everything else looks fine. Manila still has a single track bridge here. I could replace it, but I quite like that old styly, to be honest. So you're going single track for far too long. I need you to switch over. You need to come in on this side, don't you? Does this tell me what's on that line? No line passing. Let's get rid of that signal. Just the signal, not the bit of track. There you go. See if that helps us at all. So if we can get you in, Erewhon in on there, and then you can cut across there, or yeah, I'm not entirely convinced of that. If you come in, now let's double slip there, come in there, and we need you to get over there, don't we? So what's that other line we've got here? Let's take the Baghdad line, for example. Oh, you're single tracking as well, quite a lot. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to work on some signalling here. Going to be one way. I'll replace you. Okay, and you. Right, so Baghdad's working like that. That is good. Can we get Erewhon? Actually, it's this depot track that's in the way, really, I think, isn't it? It is, but then again, we can get from there through there. Is that double slipping? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of this bit of depot track. That's you. And don't want to get rid of the signal, I want to get rid of that bit of track. That's it. Okay, so if we put some track in here, I've got a signal there, haven't we? So we need you. Okay, we'll get rid of the signals again. And you. So you're coming in along here. I want to get you over there. A little bit later than you are at the moment. Oh, we can do that. At a reasonable speed. Yes. That's better. If I double slip that, does that help any of the other lines? Okay, looks like it might. So that's Baghdad and Fukushima. Yeah, you're all coming in. Yep, the arrows are all reasonably well organised here, apart from these last lengths into the station platform itself. Arrow 1 spends perhaps a little bit more time going on a single track, but that I think is okay. So where do I want to put my signals then to make this make sense? Signals again, so one way. So you're crossing over here basically, aren't you? So you're going there. And you're all two-way coming out here. Okay, I think. And also here. There. Okay, yeah, sort of works, I think. We may redesign this. Well, I'm fairly certain we will at some point, to be honest, but... And Manila, you're doing that. That's cool. Excellent. And all the other lines. You're going in there. Is that all we've got? Passenger-wise, coming from there? Yeah, because Chengdu does Surat as well, doesn't it? And this side we've not really affected as yet. These are okay. But one thing I want to do, so I'm happy with that. Ooh. Yeah, no, I do want some more signals. Right, bear with me a second. I'll just put some more signals in here. We don't want one way on these depot tracks. I'll just put these in, then we'll come back and do the next stage of things I want to do. We have signals and waypoints, horned waypoints. Now, I was looking at, off camera before we got back into this episode, at the passenger capacity on the Dien Bien Phu line. The trains are okay-ish, carrying 96. But we've got, what was it? 177 waiting there. In Ajaxima, and in Dien Bien Phu we've got 238. I think we could do with bigger, better, faster trains on here. So that's what we're going to do our next little bit. So we'll manage these vehicles. And what have we got? We have got the 462 C53, which was 53, that was you. Yeah, you're not terribly powerful, are you? 864, 864. Yeah, we want something better than that. Ooh, you're a lot better. But you don't go 62 miles an hour. You do, but you're nowhere near as powerful. No. Okay, so these newer Japanese locos are more powerful, but they're just not doing the speed I want. Okay, if I sort these by power... Yeah, it looks like the Russian SU is going to be the locomotive of choice for the moment. Okay, so we'll put you in. And the wagons. What are we running at the moment? The Oha 18400, 18800. So that'll be you. So that's you and you then, isn't it? Yeah, and you are the third class brake and the third class car. I don't think we're going to get any better than that in terms of capacity. You carry 24, 19, 14. Get away. No, so it's going to be more of the same, I think. Okay, what we'll do then, we'll put in a brake van. Some of these third class ones. That gives me the 96. What about then a second class brake? So that gives me 111. It's not a huge increase. That's 123 meters. 62 in 94 seconds. All 3 minutes. Let's leave it like that for the moment. So that is 111 capacity, and we will replace both of you. Job done. So where are you trains? You are going to Ajaxima. Where are you? Oh, you're just about leaving. Okay, you're train 10, train 13. You're on the way back. Okay, now I know this because I tried something very similar off camera before we started this episode. I'm looking at the freight hub again. It's the most obvious and visible thing in the entire map, basically. That Dien Bien Phu is coming into a split platform, and it only has 2 lengths, I think, in there. That is 1. Actually, there might be 3. Yeah, that is 3. So that is 120. So it is actually going to slightly overhang the platform. So what we could do, if we get all the lines up again, what we could do is perhaps... Ooh! Which is the purple one? That's Fukushima. Ooh, how big are you? 100 meters. I think we need to make these platforms longer. Now, have I left enough in here to make those platforms longer? Okay, we're going to delete this then. I think I did leave just enough room in here to put an extra length in here. Or did I? Not quite. Bother. Okay. We're going to have to get rid of you. That's annoying, isn't it? Okay, we'll leave you there for the moment. Let's put this back in. And then make those platforms bigger. Oh yeah, one thing I did in the speed build is the Era B platform, we're now in Era B, has new sign styles and everything. I didn't want those on these platforms. I might upgrade the platforms if we do that later to Era C with much more modern styling. So I've kind of stuck with Era A. But I'll put a no asset one on here, which is fine, I think. Right, I'm going to have to put these tracks back in now. get rid of you. You go in there. You go there. And you can... Too much curvature. Okay, there's something odd going on here. Now you went from somewhere like here, didn't you? Aha! We can just about get you in, I think. So if I put you there, make you a double slip, and everything's funky again. Good. I think that's all right. Phew, got away with it. We want to do the same thing though with the other end. DMBN foo, make this longer as well. Actually, okay, so what trains do we have? Oh, it's only DMBN foo coming in here. You could go to the other platform, which is a full length platform, but then you're competing with the Baghdad and Fukushima services. So I think, no, let's see if we can deal with that. Get you over there. Don't need that train anymore. So let's get rid of this. And we'll get rid of that depot as well. Don't need you. Nor that. Okay, get rid of all of this. Okay. Now we can configure this station. Add in some more track. Like so. Some more platform. Oh, I need to get rid of... do I need to get rid of that? To add another platform in there? I'm not going to do that for the moment, actually. I don't think. We'll leave that like it is. We'll put our track back. Because we're not stopping at that platform coming down here. We have got the whole length going in the other direction. So I think we're all right with that platform. It's just this one at the very bottom that we need to concern ourselves with. And we've got lights under there, have we? We have. Can I get you to do this? Gosh, you're slow. Okay, we'll do that. That's fine. And can you go in the other direction? Apparently not. It's that blinking road bridge, isn't it? It's in the way. Get you out off so I can see what we're doing. As you can see, there's no exclamation mark at the top, so everything is working for this particular route. Get rid of that signal. Oh yes, yes, I am beyond the signal there. That's why it wasn't working. So if I put that there to... Whoops, it nearly worked. There, it does work. Awesome. So you are coming out in this direction. Actually, we'll make you one way. Yes. Okay, so that should sort that out. Actually, we'll keep this episode reasonably short by not going on to the Rangpur plastics and... Where's it gone? Goods over there. We'll do that in the next episode. But one thing I do want to change, when we turned over, I think it's 1937, we got some new planes. And as you can see, we do have a lot of passengers and indeed cargo waiting here at our freight airport hub. But we have new passenger planes, which I think might help get rid of some of those passengers. So if we go here, manage these vehicles, what I'm actually going to do, because we have a similar issue on our other passenger air route, Hong Kong, yeah, to Izmir. It's not quite as bad, but I think, yeah, if we'll take a couple of these planes and move them onto the other route, Not you. Oh, you're all going to be full of people, aren't you? Can I... No, we won't. I was thinking of just moving these across, some of these ones across, but we'll keep them in the air and just replace all of them and add a couple of new aeroplanes to the Hong Kong Izmir route. So we're replacing you with, yeah, you see the new plane doesn't do cargo, and that is the Douglas DC-3. It goes considerably faster than the old Junkers. Carries the same number of people, but with a faster throughput, despite the fact that it's going to be competing with those old slower cargo planes. We might get more passengers across the map by airplane on this route. So we'll replace all of you. There you go. And we'll add a couple of planes to the Izmir route while I'm here. So we'll just clone a couple of you. That will deal with that. At least that route isn't competing with... whoops, gone past it. Isn't competing with cargo planes. So there's them. Mighty Douglas. Awesome. Waiting to take off. Everyone's slow on the ground. I don't think being a bigger, better plane makes you move any faster along the ground. I may be wrong, but that's how I'm going to... That's my rationale here. You're going to take off? What are you waiting for? Are you? Are you waiting for someone to land? Ah. Yeah, I could perhaps do with 2 airports. I think it would be nice to have 2 runways. I don't think we can upgrade the airports as yet, can we? No, we've still got just the small airports. Yes, I don't remember what year we get the large airport, which allows us to add a second runway on this, which would alleviate most of this problem, I imagine. Anyway, that's going to be it, I think, for this episode of Transport Fever 2. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. If you didn't want to do that, a little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself, or if you feel like having something named, be it a vehicle, a route, an industry, or indeed an entire town, then please do, whatever you feel like saying, drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. It's always good to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now.